One of the hardest lessons that I have ever learned as a business professor is to realize that a lot of people are just assholes in this world, and they just simply are, and that's who they are. And they also don't want to learn or develop, but they're doing things for other kind of reasons. And you simply just have to be okay with that. So I want to talk about that today. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Massock. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship. And I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor for to help you out. So I actually created this sharing economy editing platform. That's what reciprocity.com is. E is written with a 3. Go check it out. If you want to help out, definitely I would appreciate if you wanted to buy some credits and things like that. But okay, so what I've learned is that a lot of people are just assholes in this world. And I'm using this term as people that are very self-centered, people that don't really care about other people, people that are not, just not nice people. And they have a lot of different things that are going on inside. And there's various different reasons for that we can go down those routes. I'm not necessarily, an organizational behavior scholar, but, there's lots of reasons why people are like that way. There might be inherent biological reasons, but often it is, how they were raised, their parenting, how their parents treated them, their experiences as they got older. There's all sorts of different reasons, but one of the sort of protective mechanisms that we have as human beings is to, just put on a really hard shell. And there's nothing that you can do to change those individuals. The only thing that you can do is to say, hey, those people are like that, and I'm going to be like this, and I'm going to try to be a nice, decent person, and I'm going to repeatedly try to do that. You could think of a population, a way that a strategy person would think about this. We would probably think about a population of, and that's what I am, of people, right? So there is a distribution, what's called a distribution, and there's lots of people that sort of fit within the middle, that they're kind of like, okay, some days that they're jerks, some days, they're not, and they're nice people, or under different contexts, they're nice people, all these kind of things, they're nice people, but sometimes they're really jerky. And then in other content, then we've got people that are, really well-intentioned, nice people, easy to get along with, very conscientious, all that kind of stuff, right? And then you've got the other group of people that are just jerks. Jerks or assholes, and they're not easy to get along with, and all those kind of things. And there's really not a lot that you can do as a person, right? If you're a manager, you can sort of identify those jerks or assholes, and eventually try to get them, coach them to either be nicer. It's hard to do, or just look for ways to get them out of your organization, because they tend to be very not great for the organization. Now, what can you do as a human being when you realize that a lot of people are assholes? There's really not much you could do, right? They are just who they are as a human being. And if you have no power in the circumstance, you can't do anything. The only thing that you could do is to, say the Serenity Prayer, right? You probably have heard of this. What is it? God grant me the power to recognize the change, recognize it, or do the changes that I need to do, and accept the changes that I can't do, or something along those lines, where you simply just say, you know what, there's not much I could do. The only thing I can do as a person, unless they're very, very close to you and you need to work with them and do those kind of, somebody, maybe you're married to them, right? All of those kind of things, that the only thing that you could do is just distance yourself as much as you can, and figure out ways to distance yourself and just shut them down. and don't let them inside who you are, because it's going to really mess with you as a person, and it's going to make you not feel good inside. So you have to put up your own hard shell when people treat you poorly, and just, distance yourself and go to somebody else and find something else that is going to help you. Because those people are not going to change. Unfortunately, this has been a really, really hard lesson for me, is that those people that are typically sort of assholey, they don't want to change. They don't even know that they're an asshole a lot of times, and you really need to just kind of move on from that. And you yourself, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking about them a heck of a lot more than they ever think about you, because that's what's going on in their head, is that they don't think about you, right? They have no empathy. They don't think about you. They don't sort of process things and think about the world around them. And so they treat the world as if it's like they're like static objects, right? Like there's nothing that's going on. There's no feeling or anything like that. They sort of don't perceive those things. So the only thing that you can do as a human being is to try to live a good life. I know it's hard if this is happening to you, but that's the only thing that you could do, is live a good life, move on and go do something else, and constantly be thinking about that. I know as a person, you're probably dwelling on it, you're probably thinking about it, and it's going to stick with you for a long time, right? For me, it does that for a very long time, years and years and years. I'm always thinking, man, what happened? But there's nothing you can do to sort of change things other than just live a good life, smile, try to live good experiences, do really things that you really do that are positive for you, rather than sort of fixating or dwelling or thinking about those other people. Those people do not care about you. They do not. And so you have to move on from there and start thinking about other things that are more proactive, that put you in a very positive state. So, think about things. Here's the things I know that work. These are the tried and true, and they really do work. I want you to get a walk today. That is your most best thing that you could do. Go get a rigorous walk, not like, kind of saunter around. Go get a really good walk. Go do that. And try to practice smiling. That's, it's hard to do, to practice smiling, but try to practice smiling. That works. It does. Focus on the things that are positive around you and that you're very grateful for. Take a moment to sort of start to see the things around you. And another moment to sort of snap you into a trick that I've learned to snap you into reality, and I've done this before and it does work, is think about your 5 senses, right? Think about where you are at this moment. Think about how your fingers feel, for example, the sounds that you hear, the echoing, and it kind of gets you into a really nice moment where you're no longer dwelling and mind wandering, what's called mind wandering, on different people, right? You don't want to get there. So, live your life, live a good life, say the things that you need to say, and then move on. That's it. There's nothing else that you can do, because those people are never, ever, ever going to listen to you anyways, because they don't think about you. So with that, give a thumbs up, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care and have a wonderful day.